Since I showed up in my gym an hour and a half before they open, one of these days I'm gonna learn to start checking the Google before I head here to check their hours of operation. Since I'm sitting here waiting for the next hour, I might just work out in the parking lot, who knows. I need your help, okay? I need your help finding someone. I met this person yesterday. Now I gotta tell you a story before you can help me find Mr. Marathon Man. Okay, so hi, my name is Desiree. I'm 40 years old. I'm the strongest I've ever been in my life. I've lost 137 pounds through calorie deficit. 2 years ago, I was disabled, got sober from booze, took my life back. I've been strength training. I'm the strongest I've ever been in my entire life. Back in October, I did a 5K. Again, going from, thinking I was going to get an amputation to doing a 5K. There was a lot of work that was done in between there. And this entire journey has been like a mind, body, soul thing, right? It wasn't just like, hey, I want to lose weight. It was like, I want to take my life back. And yesterday, I was on my way to Erie with some friends. And back in October, I ran that 5K. Well, I walked it because I'm not allowed to run, okay, per doctor's orders. I had an injury on my left ankle, shattered and dislocated it once. Had a surgery, shattered and dislocated it again within a couple weeks of each other, had multiple reconstruction surgeries, took forever to heal, okay? So now I have no joint in my ankle. It's fully plated with severe post-traumatic arthritis. I get Graston technique done to help manage the pain. But anyways, we're getting off track. We ought to get back to Mr. Marathon Man. This is what happens. High-functioning ADHD. There's an actual diagnosis. Any hoots, toots, fruits. Me and my friends are driving on 79 yesterday. We're heading to Erie. We're going up. Well, we're making multiple stops. We were in the car all day. It was a great day, but we're heading to Erie. And while I'm driving, there is this blue, beautiful color blue, Ford truck in front of us. And I noticed the back tailgate is covered. And I was like in bumper stickers. I was like, oh my gosh. Every single, well, there was one that didn't say 26.2, but I can't remember what it was. Every single one of these bumper stickers was a 26.2 bumper sticker. And if you know, you know. That means that every single one of those stickers has been acquired from running 26.2 miles. And my friends are in the car and I was like, holy shit, do you see that? Like that? Oh my God, there's so many stickers. That whoever is in that car is a gangster. They're a homie, they're a G. Like I ain't ever seen something so inspirational. So I was like, I want to meet them. That's so crazy. But we're going like 70 miles an hour on 79. Okay, maybe we weren't going that fast because I don't remember what the posted speed limit is. Okay, so you didn't hear that part. Anyways, so we're just driving, okay? And then an hour and a half goes by. And we pull off to go Tinkies. Okay, we had to TT's. And we stop. And as soon as we pull up, I see the Mr. Marathon Man truck. Okay, at this point, I didn't know it was Mr. Marathon Man. We just said Mr. Marathon Human. And then, so I see it and I'm like, oh my God, I get to meet him. Like, how crazy is that? An hour and a half down the road and we run into Mr. Marathon Man. So I jump out of the car and it's like, you see him, he's like getting in his car. Now it's verified. It's Mr. Marathon Man, okay? And I fucking throw my car in park, open my door, and I scream, Mr. Marathon Man! And he hears me, okay? I run over and I look at the back of the truck. He meets me at the back of the truck and I was like, you don't understand. We saw you like an hour ago and I saw your truck and I was like, that is so inspirational. Now, the reason why this is so inspirational to me is because, and this is, everything happens for a reason. I truly, truly believe this. My soul needed this and I feel like his soul needed this too. And this is why I feel like I need to find this guy so I can we gave daps, but like I regret not giving this guy a hug, okay? So anyways, he's like, we meet at the back of the truck and this truck is like covered in 26.2 stickers. And I was like, do you understand? Like, did you run all of these? Like, do you understand how inspiring you are? And he was like, yeah. He was like, I was like, is that how many marathons you've run? And he was like, no, those are just the Boston ones. I was like, what? So he's done, I think it was like 12 or 13 Boston marathons. And I was like, how many marathons have you run total? And he was like, 62. 62 marathons, my guy. Holy freaking shit. Like the fact that my butthole legitimately puckered like that when I heard the number 62. If somebody wants to do the math on that, like that's legitimately like, I don't know how far it is from like here to Iowa or something, but I feel like he ran that far from Pittsburgh to Iowa, maybe even further. Who knows? You add it all up, it could get crazy. And it had its fruits. Back in October, when I did that 5K, I said I wanted to do a half marathon. And I started training for it. And things went a little awry. Things did not go as planned, okay? I'm training on an injured foot. I was also strength training at the same time in a calorie deficit. I was putting my body through things that I should not have been doing, okay? And I had to learn the hard way that sometimes you set goals and you gotta put those goals on the back burner. And I'll tell you why. Because about a month ago, I went to an outdoor cardio class and I may have overdid it in the heat, which resulted in some appointments. And we can't be working out in the heat right now, okay? Because we got some cardiovascular things we just need to make sure is okay. So I had to make the decision not to do the half marathon that I was looking forward to in September, back in my hometown in Akron. And when I tell you the level of defeat that I felt and the tears that I cried because I said I was going to do something and now I know I can't do it. So I talked to this Mr. Marathon man driving the blue Ford truck covered in Boston Marathon stickers that he has completed. And he says to me, I said, "Are you running the next one?" And he said, "Actually, I'm in recovery right now. I hurt my back." He had to have some things fixed on his back. So he's working his way back up. That's what he said. Man, sometimes you just need to hear some shit, you know? And I told him, I was like, dude, you were like beyond inspiring. Like and I can't believe, like, I didn't, like, introduce myself to him, like, hey, I'm Cooking Comedy K. I was like, go watch my journey, you know, but I did tell him, I was like, I was disabled, and, like, I feel like I really needed to meet you today, so thank you. And then I looked at the back of his truck, and on the back of his, like, window, he had 2 unicorns. And if you know, you know, I have certified unicorn. Hold on. I legitimately have certified unicorn tattooed on my arm, okay? So I think this was meant because a week ago, I was like, oh, I'm not going to do the marathon. But now I'm going to work my way back up. It's something I never ever thought I'd do. And it may not be right now because there's other goals that I have. But it's going to happen. And it's okay it's not happening right now. It doesn't mean I gave up. So if anybody knows a gentleman who has run 62 marathons, and drives a blue Ford truck. I think it was a Ford. I'm really bad with like car stuff, so bear with me, okay? Please send him this video. I just want him to know what a huge inspiration he is. And I never thought a bumper sticker could impact me the way it did yesterday. It was an honor meeting you, and I would love to see you run your next race. I love you. Bye.